I was a fan before I met him. It's like, there's only been like a handful of times where I've worked with someone where I'm super familiar with their body of work. But like I loved Johnny from like Velvet Goldmine. Anyway, so I was a big fan. I watched all of the Tudors, so I was very nervous to meet Johnny. And he's very he takes his job very seriously. And for the first several days was completely in character, even between takes. Like he introduced himself, but he sort of like kept to himself and between takes, really stayed in character and didn't engage too much outside of the scene. But then at one point, I think it was like 4 days into shooting with him, we were doing this scene where my character wakes up basically nude in this hospital, and I have like a wrap, like a medical sheet around me. And then at one point, we're running from stuff, and I'm trying to put clothes on while I'm running down the hallway, and he was ahead of me. And when he turned and looked back, I guess I just looked really ridiculous. And so he broke character and he started laughing hysterically at me.
On my very first day of shooting with Jonathan Rhys Meyers, it was very hot. We were shooting in August in Venice, but it was supposed to be winter. And I had on a very heavy cape and a hat and gloves, and we were shooting in a gondola. And every take, I had to take my gloves on and off, or it was a piece of business that I decided to do. And the costume people couldn't come into the gondola with me. So on every take, Jonathan would get into the gondola and adjust my gloves and my cape for me. And I was swooning. He is quite handsome. So that might have been my favorite day of shooting.